there. Hi, friends. Welcome to, let's see what's today, Monday, new in the studio. It's Monday evening. Woo! Kind of been a whirlwind of a day. But if you joined us for Super Stampin' Sunday, that was fun. I hope that you had a great time. I think it was super. Like, I learned all sorts of things from the other demonstrators. I was happy with what I was able to show you. So pop it in the chat if you were there, and give me a comment on it or something that you thought about it. We had gotten a stamp set free from Stampin' Up, which is great as a demonstrator. Occasionally you get free stamps. And this was the stamp set, Planted Paradise, which is in our mini catalog, the new mini, and it's on page 47. So I'm going to show you something cute to do with that. So how's your week? How's your week starting? I hope it's good. Do we have the chat there? Because I don't see anybody saying anything. And there we are. Thank you. Good job. Well, yeah, it was amazing. And you won a prize, which how great is that? I'm glad you enjoyed it. Jeanne, thanks for being patient with the hot air balloon. We're going to record it right after we finish this. So we'll get that all done. And I think I saw Sandy said hello there too. I like to see those comments.
I know, but I have to do things.
Sorry. Okay. Oh, you're down here. Perfect. So here is Planted Paradise. And it's right here on page 47. So I'm going to slow down because I've been rushing because we do a weightlifting class from 5:30 to 6:15, then shower, come home. And so anyway, take a breath. So the one thing about this is it's shown at 50%. And so when we look at this, like, oh yeah, that's cute. Just, here, I thought of this. That's hilarious. Okay, I'll have to show you. I did not see this here. Okay, I will show you though. So here are our stamps. And for example, this one right here, look how big it is. That's big. That is a big stamp. I'll come back to this here. I thought I was being so original. That's hilarious. Well, that's what it was made for. So they have these stamps you can do either way. So this way is going to be solid color. And then on this side, obviously, you have the detail. And actually, when you put them on, you kind of have to like feel to see, because I stamped a few and I stamped them the other side, and that's not what I actually wanted at that moment. So let's go ahead and stamp something. You know me, I'm going to start with pure stamping because I think it's good to see what you can do with your stamps. So I am going to start in the middle, and I'm using some of our in colors. So I'm going to use Moody Mauve, and we're going to stamp this big. Just put my finger in it. See that? Can you see that? Let's wipe that off before I continue on and get it everywhere. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to start with Moody Mauve. And I'm going to put it right here in the, right there. I don't know. I'm going to move up so make sure I'm on the screen there. There we go. Moody Mauve. So that's a pretty big vase, I think. It's pretty good size. And then I'm going to do next door to it using Boho Blue. I'll leave these open for a second. Boho Blue, I am going to use this little flower pot, which I think is very sweet. And I'm going to put that. You know what I'm going to do, though? I am going to grab a Post-it note so that I can see that I'm somewhat straight. I kind of want if there was like a table or something. So I'm going to make it even on this side so I can kind of see where I'm at. But I think I need a tiny bit lower. Sorry.
All our friends checking in. Trudy,
awesome.
Cheryl, Patty,
Trudy.
Jan, Sandy.
I saw Trudy at Caribou the other day. All right. Tina. So this one, we're going to go...
All the friends.
Is my head in the way? There we go, right there. Awesome. And then we're going to make one more pot on the other side. And I'm going to do the same thing. I just, with that rounded edge at the bottom, to me, it's a little bit hard to see. And the other one we're going to do, I was thinking either, I guess I was thinking copper clay. Yeah, we'll do this one in copper clay. Or we could do pebbled path. I think I'm going to go pebbled path. I'm afraid this copper clay is too close to that. So let's try pebbled path. I just found out yesterday pebbled path is my friend Amy's favorite color. I did not know that. All right, so that one I'm going to stick right there. Okay, pure stamping. There we go. All right, now we're going to add some leaves. So let me just close up these so I don't get them on me. Okay, so in this one, I am going to use this fun leaf that looks like aloe. I think it looks kind of like aloe. And I am using Parakeet Party. And I am going to use a sticky note because I do not want that to go below the blue. But look at what you need to do. When you use a sticky note, you want to leave a little gap because if I line this up right up on the edge, there will be a white gap. And this is actually very vanilla. There will be a little gap, and I don't want that. So I'm going to go down just a little bit so that it will line up perfectly with that. So let's go ahead and stamp some aloe. Let's put some aloe in there. There's one. And I'm actually stamp another one, but it's not stamped, not re-inked. And then I'm going to go to this one and stamp one kind of lower in the pot. And then one a little higher in the pot. And maybe one over there somewhere. Cute. I think it's cute. I like it. Okay, so that's one pot. Then I'm going to jump over to this one, and I'm going to use, this one is a 3-leaf in Garden Green. And so, funny thing, I don't know why I have a couple Garden Greens, and this one is an older one, which means this is
It's fabric.
yeah, it's fabric, and it does not stamp as well. I'm going to say it does not. I'm going to get a new one because the newer ones are spongy. Can you see the difference there?
Yep.
So, oopsie, let's put this on, leave a little gap there with the color showing.
We also have Lee and Mary with us.
Nice. I'm going to put that right there. Coming out of that pot. That's cute. And in the middle one, I am going to use a leaf like this. And our color is going to be, I guess, shaded spruce. I think I had old olive and I didn't bring it over. So we'll do shaded spruce. It's fine. Close up Garden Green. I'm still going to use that and close up that. Okay. All right, here we go. So let's move this right here, there. I'm hoping this isn't going to be too dark, but that's okay. We're going to go with it. So I'm going to do a couple different layers, right? So we're going to stamp on, stamp off.
Hey, Melinda.
Some lower, some higher. As long as I'm in the pot, that's all that matters. I just want it to look like all greens. Let's do one up here and here. That's a big plant. Look at that.
A lot of plant going on.
But that's a big pot.
It is.
It's a really big pot. Okay, so that is our main focal points. But I'm going to take it up just one tiny, tiny little notch. And I'm going to stamp my, this middle one. We're just going to pop up just this. Okay, so let me set that aside. We're going to stamp it again. And I am going to use a circle punch. Oops, it's over there. Can you grab that circle punch for me? A circle punch because it's almost the same size as this. So we'll get that. And then I'm going to stamp the words. Did you figure out where those words were? Oh, right here. Look at him. He's so good, you guys. The sentiment is from Heartfelt Hexagon. That's right. I just wanted this little for you, and I put it to see if it would fit on the little pot, and it kind of did. It kind of looked good. So I'm going to cut that out. Actually, I guess we could stamp the sentiment right now while he's grabbing that. Pebble Path is a really pretty color. It's kind of funny when Amy said she loved it so much. I'm like, oh, well, maybe I love it too. And that's how it works, right? A friend likes something, you're like, oh, I kind of like that too. All right. Oh yeah, thanks. I believe it is. Let's take a look and see. This is our 1 3/4. Yes, that's the one. But I need to just cut off a little bit on this side so I can go all the way in.
Hey, Laverne.
That little for you, a little bit's going to get cut off. That's okay. But see how that fits pretty well. So I don't have to cut as much. And I like that. All right,
It's on this side.
the snips,
Yep, in the green section.
green section. There we go. All right. So I'm going to use my little snips and just finish this off like this. And I really don't want the vanilla on there. You could use a paper cutter and cut this right across, or you can just cut it. And we'll just cut this little piece right here just to pop up. And I think that for you being cut off, that's okay. I'm good with it. So we're just going to pop up just this middle one. And we could have done even like the for you on the bottom. But anyway, I thought it would look cute on the pot. Because remember, we're just going for like a pure stamping, kind of a simpler card. What?
With a punch, fussy cutting, and dimensionals. But,
Right.
yeah.
Exactly right. That's fine. Okay. So there we are. And I'm going to just mat that on Very Vanilla. We're just going to put Very Vanilla on Very Vanilla. And I think I will pop it up a little bit. It kind of gives a nice edge when you do it like that. Dave's giving me a funny look, but that's okay. You can give me a funny look. It does look nice on the same color. So I'm going to use the border here, if I can get to it. There we are. And do some borders here and here. And let's go there and there, but we still need another one kind of over here.
Hey, Jenny.
Maybe one more. Hi, Jenny. Oops, put that there. This is like craziness, right? It's okay. You get 300 in a pack. No problem. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to cover up my Moody Mauve. It's a funny name, I think. And let's get all of these
Did
off.
you put any in the middle?
I did not. I sure could. So it doesn't sag. Is that what you're thinking? No sagging?
No sagging.
Don't want sagging. Okay, let's get all of this off there. And if you just tuned in, you're like, what's on the other side? Well, I'll show you as soon as I put some in the middle. There we go. This
Thank
would be
you.
a case where I would use the adhesive sheet so I could just make big pieces of it. Oh, that one didn't come off. Okay, here we are.
Dimensional sheet.
Dimensional sheet. Oh, smudge. It's all right. That's okay. Oh my goodness.
You're
Okay.
smudging all over the place.
I need to just stop for a second, and I don't know where.
Flip it over.
Yeah, I will, but I'm not sure where that's coming from. So I just wanted to make that nice and tight. Oh, that side's clean. Okay, here we go. Right here, we're just going to pop it up vanilla on vanilla. And then, kind of funny thing, I was sitting here, I was like, oh, look at that. There's a piece of linen thread on the floor. I'm like, oh, wait, linen thread would look really nice on this. But now I don't know where it is. Maybe it ended up back on the floor. I'm not sure. I'm just going to take a quick peek
all
for it.
good.
But what do you, here it is right here. Yeah, I was like, oh, but a little linen thread on that would be perfect. Look, right on the floor, right here, just begging me to use it. I'm going to make this into a little bow. You could just make some kind of little knot, but it's pretty fine. So I like to make the bow for this one. Jenny would make a bow too, right, Jenny? She doesn't like to make bows. All right, there we go. There. And I'm going to grab a little glue dot and some scissors. We'll just snip that off. And the glue dots. Look at that. Almost at the end of the line with the glue dots. We'll take that one. And when I'm using a glue dot with twine, I do kind of scrunch it around because the glue dot's a little bit bigger than the twine here. So I just kind of squish it into a little ball.
Is that the baker's twine or the linen thread?
This is the baker's twine. The linen thread, I feel like, is even a little bit finer than that. Oh, dear.
Baker's twine comes in the
Stay.
essential pack, 5 spools in crumb cake, white, black,
There we
gray
go.
granite, and very vanilla.
Doesn't that look cute? I think it's kind of fun. It's different. It's a little different than my normal style, but I kind of like it. What do you guys think? No
Looking
bows,
good.
maybe a knot. Yeah. Yeah, I
So
like the popped up. Put
fun.
one planner popped up. Okay, let me show you this other one. This is very funny because I saw this. I didn't see this. I saw this and I was like, oh, well, I think those could be like macrame. Thinking I'm being all like smart, like, oh, well, that totally looks like macrame. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But I hadn't seen that. So I thought, oh, I'm going to make one. And then I found this from a different stamp set, mostly because I had smudged, shocker, I know, smudged on here. And so I thought, oh, I'll just cover it. But this leaf I wanted to show you is stamped with the flat side first to get my old olive. It's a bigger leaf right here. So I stamped it with this side first, which is flat. And then I turned it over and stamped, oh no, I stamped the other one that's very similar. This one, you can feel the ridges to get those kind of ridges in there. But the thing I thought was the coolest thing about this was that this, because it's photopolymer, you can bend it. And so I did kind of put this on my block and just bend it to make it like it's popping out. To me, like that made it. I was like, oh, that's fun. And then, yes, and then I saw this and I was like, oh, that is what it is. With a little ring too. I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know that. So I'm going to give myself credit for just doing it like that. That's why I went off the page, because I didn't see the ring. So there we go. That's two very fun cards with our planted paradise.
Are you making another one, or is this the
I
other?
am. I have one more.
Okay, so I can talk first.
You can talk. Can't get a word in edgewise?
All right, so we have a couple of things coming up, one of which I really want to bring your attention to, and that is we had a cancellation, which meant we ended up with an extra weekend that we could offer as a hosted weekend
Yeah.
for you. It is this weekend, and normally those are $170, and we are offering it up for $99. So for, I mean, come on, $99, the meals alone, you get dinner on Friday, brunch and dinner on Saturday, and brunch on Sunday. That alone would cost you $99, let alone getting to stay in the refuge, come and relax, get away, craft the weekend away, all those fun things. So head on over to thestamperstudio.com, click where it says the refuge hosted weekends, and you can sign up for that. So that is one of the things that we have coming up. The other one that is fast approaching, it always sneaks up on us, and that is the
Card Cafe.
Card Cafe.
Yes.
So the February Card Cafe is our in-person event here in our Minnetonka studio. The February Card Cafe is coming up on the 24th. So you get to come, choose 5 designs, make 2 of each, leave with 10 amazing cards. So as with everything, go to thestamperstudio.com. You have all the buttons, all the things there. If you want to order products like Planted Paradise that we're featuring today, come and click on Order Stampin' Up! Products, or sign up for Card Cafe, or scroll on down and head over to the Refuge to sign up and join us this weekend. I have to say, the ladies last weekend all had an amazing time. They were raving with how restful, how much they got done.
Someone said she feels like a new person.
It was a lot of fun. So
yeah, really
all
good.
those things coming up. Interesting, and that didn't change on the screen.
Okay,
that's all right.
So one thing I want to show you, look at this. I made, this week I made oatmeal molasses bread. So I don't have, the first time I made it, and I'm like, it was really, really good. So that's a new addition to our repertoire at the Refuge.
Yep.
Okay, this next card, I'm actually going to use, remember I always tell you, sometimes cards start with designer series paper, sometimes they start with the stamps. It just depends. Well, this one started with the designer series paper. So this is a free designer series paper when you order $50 or more.
And what's that one called?
This one is called Sunny Days. Sunny Days. And so the back of these rainbows have this really pretty flowers. And I thought, okay, well, let's use that. And that is shaded spruce. So really pretty. We got clouds, we got cherries. I love the cherries. I think they're really fun. The clouds are very fun. So just, it's free. So wait, I didn't even show you the best one, in my opinion, is this one. Look how fun that is. Oof. Love it. Poppy, poppy, poppy. So that is the paper that I decided to use. I'm going to set that aside for a minute because that's not even where I started. I started here. So I started with a little shaded spruce, and I'm going to put a little piece of this in on both sides like that. And I think that will look, we'll make something really cute. But I like these green rainbows. I think they look fun as well, just in that green color. You love that paper, Jenny. That's awesome. Oops. Let's get my flowers going the right direction. Well, and it goes with lots of different things, and that's, I think, what's kind of fun there. Okay, there's one, and I don't know why I did all those little ones on the last one. Here's my other one. I'll just pop that in there, leaving a little border. And then Dave can probably look this up, but I 3D embossed this. It's in our annual catalog. And it has like bricks. I was looking for bricks because I thought, oh, that'd be kind of fun to have bricks with the plant sitting on it. And I couldn't, as far as I know, I can't find any brick paper right now. But this is super cool. So I thought, oh, I'm going to put that right in the middle there.
Exposed brick.
Exposed brick. There we go. It's exposed, but it's not quite as much as I was looking for, but it's okay. So let's go ahead and pop that right there. All right. Then this is where I was like, okay, so what color am I going to use to coordinate with that? And I decided crushed curry, and I am stamping I just cleaned it off. So let's just make sure it's clean. Kinda. I am going to use this one that we can punch out with the punch because I was like, well, that's a winner that the punch kind of punches it right out. So let me grab our mat. Here we go. And, here's how I chose this color. I looked at, on my stamps, I write what family they come from. So this is a Rich Regal because that's how I stack them. And I just looked at the Rich Regals and I was like, okay, what other color, so this is a Rich Regal, would go with that? And because this one's in the same family, it actually goes with it quite nicely. So let's go ahead and stamp right there. Look at how pretty that is. So saffron. And again, I'm going to use my little punch. I'm curious. Let's see if this one, that's a little bit smaller. I'm going to use this one because there's less to fussy cut. I don't want to fussy cut much. So it has just a little bit there. How great is that? I like that it's easy. I like that it's mostly, some people like to cut. I'm not really against it. It's not my favorite thing to do. So this is going to go here. And then I thought we would go ahead and stamp some of these leaves in the shaded spruce to bring in that color. So let's go ahead and grab that. And a little piece of white. Make sure the side is I can feel the ridges. Man, I am messy tonight. Messy, messy, messy. That's okay. Let's go ahead and stamp that. It's pretty, isn't it? I think it's pretty. And after we fussy cut that out, we end up with this. There we go. I just don't want to get this on my paper there. Wipe it on my jeans. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this up because we can, right? Let's put it there so we can pop that up a little bit. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. There we go. And hang on, what was I thinking? I was thinking down here in the side, but now I don't remember what I was thinking for my words. I'm going to go up I just don't remember what words we want to put on there. Maybe we should decide that first. I hope your day is filled with joy. We could put inside. This is where the for you came from. Mm-hmm. I don't know. What do you think? We'll just put it here. I'm going to put it. I don't want it in the center. I don't
think you need words on the front.
I know you
just
always
put your
say
big
that.
one on the inside.
I'm going to curl these just a little bit, and you could even die cut 2 out to make it super multi-layered. But I'm just going to cut 1 out and put 1 little. It kind of does need a little more flowers, but that's okay. I'm going to go with this. Just kind of curl it a little bit. And that's where, because I chose this, So Saffron, that's where I ended up with my card base was So Saffron. So it just depends. Sometimes I start with the paper. Sometimes I start with the stamps. Sometimes I start with, who knows, all different things. Just depends on how you're feeling. And I'm going to trim the paper because I see that. I'm going to trim my So Saffron. I can see that these 3 sides match, and that one's a little long. I do kind of like a little note. I know Dave said just leave it blank. And he knew I probably wouldn't. Where's my little for you? It was right here. Here it is. So for you, let's look and see how that looks. Just stamped on a little edge piece like this. For you. And then just sort of cut cattywampus. Oh, what's this, you asked? That's the hexagon punch from a different card. I'm going to go there. I'm going to change. I guess that's okay. And then, I don't know. Now I'm kind of going crazy with it. I sort of like it straight. I don't like it like that. I'm sorry. I'm going to do one more. I would rather have it a straight little strip, which I happen to have right here. Let's see if it fits on that. And then I think that will be better for you. Yeah, I'm going to like that better, I can tell. For you. You know, that's why I don't have my mat. That's why I need my mat, because it didn't come out all the way. That's okay. 8th time is absolutely a charm. Just kidding. There we go. For you. Okay, and I am going to do a little bit of, since I don't have my punch right here, I'm going to cut to the middle and then cut my edges using my snips into that middle spot. And now I've got a little banner, which I like. And I think this would look lovely right up here. And we might as well pop it up. I mean, everything else is popped up, right? So let's go ahead and pop that up. There we go. I don't know if you know that not all white paper you can stamp on both sides, white cardstock, but ours you can. Look at how fun that is. Isn't that cute? What do you think? Yes, yes. I think it's fun. You could even put some Wink of Stella on the flowers. I wanted to show you just one last thing because, again, with the whole die cutting, not die cutting, or fussy cutting, here's our big pot. I want to show you something with this. So far, before I do that, so far we have these. What do you think? They're kind of fun. Ignore the smudges. They're kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like them. I like them a lot. I especially like this one with my own. I'm just kidding. I can't even believe that was on there. And I'm like, well, of course that's what it looks like because that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm just going to go in the shaded spruce because it's here and it's a nice dark color to make that little pot. There we go. Check it out. Our oval punch. It's almost like they designed it this way. Cuts it out. Then you just need to cut the top off. So again, not a lot of fussy cutting because then I can cut that on my paper cutter. Just go whoop, and it's done. So there are several things that fit with this. Now it wasn't exactly, but it's sure good enough for me. Let me move that. It's pretty darn close. So that's what I have to show you. It's Planted Paradise. And we've got these darling little cards. I'm going to pop them back in the window, in the screen there. These. I kind of wish I hadn't messed that one up so much, but my fingers are sort of messy. Now I'm drawn to this one because it's bright, right? That is what would draw me because it's bright, but this is kind of fun.
I like the macrame one.
Yeah, right? That's kind of fun. Even more if there's that little hole in the top. All right. Well, I'm super excited. Stampin' Up! Gave us this quite a while ago. And so I'm so excited that I finally dove in and used it. And just know that this is 50%. So they, as you can see, they are a lot bigger. All right. Today is Monday. Let us know if you want to join us at the Refuge. We're going to be there. And we'd love to have you join us. And like we said, it's a deal and it's fun. It's super fun. Other than that, I will see you on Saturday. And I'm getting some new things that are coming on Friday. Whoop, whoop. So I'll show them to you on Saturday. All right, friends, have a great week. Make it a great week. And happy stamping.